What's up, YouTube? We are out at Gerts Place today, and we are going to find some gold. I can feel it.
Okay, we are here with Daniel and Mary Treeweiler of Gerts Place. We've got some questions to help everyone who's been hearing about Gerts Place but doesn't really know what it's about. A couple of questions. You are in Ionia County. Why is it called Gerts Place?
It's called Gerts Place because when we bought this property, it belonged to my great aunt, and her family had this property for a lot of years. I don't know how many years, but I know it was a lot of years. And we were very fortunate to be able to acquire the property. And she has since passed a while back, but if we had to put an unofficial name on it, we thought we would name it Gerts Place, just kind of a remembrance and a tribute to her.
Very cool.
It is. It used to be an 80-acre parcel when we first got it. It is now 55. I have since sold 25 acres off the south end of it to a neighbor. So it's 55.
How long have you owned the property?
Oh, approximately 25 years.
Within that 25 years, when did you start getting into gold prospecting?
I never knew there was gold in Michigan. Had no idea. I'd never been interested in gold prospecting, and I saw some Facebook pages about gold prospecting and talking about gold in Michigan and some of the creeks, and talking about the Grand River with gold in it, and just different things. And so I ended up reaching out to Mike Polly and some of his cohorts, and they said, you let us come out there and we will show you that you probably have gold on your property. I had explained my property to them a little bit. Anyways, long story short is they ended up coming out and showed me $5 of gold in their very first shovel.
Well, pretty good. Pretty good for a first pan.
What was the largest piece of gold found so far?
I personally found a flake about I was guessing the size of a pencil eraser.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's really good.
There's been multiple pickers, found it. We've had a couple different events. There's been multiple pickers.
Awesome. What are the rules that you have for prospecting on your property? Prospecting or also for camping?
Well, for prospecting, rules are obviously we don't want people digging in the banks, causing erosion or destroying the property in any means at all. That's pretty obvious. And we don't really allow dredging right now for our outings. I shouldn't say our outings. Michael Polly's been heading up all the outings that we've had here, but we allowed high bankers and different sluices and things like that, but no dredging. There is an old farm dump, as most of these farms have on them, that borders the creek, so you will encounter glass in the creek and other little metal objects and stuff too. But so we ask that people wear protective, shoes, protective clothing, anything you got to do to protect yourself. You are obviously here at your own risk. We require you to sign waivers. The CPOM requires you to sign waivers through them too. And if you find glass out there, everybody was very helpful last year with bringing that up in a little bucket and putting it in a larger 55-gallon drum up here. And I think we filled a 55-gallon drum at least probably a third to half full, just in a couple functions, with not all glass, but other things that they found in the creek. So.
Awesome. And you do camping here on the property during event weekends, which can be found on the GPM official Facebook page. What are the rules and the pricing that you have for camping?
Well, it's I don't know if you can show the camera on a little bit, but we're actually sitting in the pond area, the main camping area where there's community fire pit there, and we have big tents and stuff out here. But campers and tents that are set up around this large area. During the event, most of the camping is up and around this area. As you go back, the property is a half mile back. As you go back, there's other mowed areas back there. You can set up tents or campers to get away from the hustle and bustle of it all. And we do allow that, but you get into the thick of the woods out there, and we really don't want campers and tents in the woods because of all the vehicles and stuff that may be back there, and there's just not a lot of room for all the camping and vehicles and prospecting at the same time. If there's a camping outside of the event, you can pretty much set up any place you want. What's that? So, woods and everything, as long as it's not during the event.
Right, and you encourage people to bring ATVs or UTVs or carts because the terrain is relatively rugged, correct?
Yeah, there's a lot of big hills. There's trails and roads all the way through the property. But it's like I say, it's a half mile back. If you're dragging equipment back there, it's quite a hike. So yeah, we encourage people to bring, any kind of mode of transportation they may need to help them, and it's also fun. But obviously, you're doing that at your own risk. Yeah, I definitely encourage that.
All right, and the cost for prospecting is $10 per day. 25 for rustic camping, or 20 for rustic camping, 35 for electric service, and then $50 a day if you have the 50 amp service for the big glamping RV with the dual air conditioners, like you said. All right, it's pretty reasonably priced. Definitely a very nice property, so well worth the price.
So hey, with that said, the $10 a day is what do we say? Kids under 5 are free.
Okay.
Kids 5 to 10 are $5, not $10. Is that correct? 5 to 10?
I believe it's 6 to 10.
So 5 and under, free. 6 to 10 is half price.
Good deal. And it looks like there are some upcoming events that the GPM is hosting out here. Looks like May 24th to the 27th, there'll be an event out here at Gerts Place, as well as July 19th to the 21st out here. And then another event, looks like the end of the season event will be September 13th to the 15th out here. And what are your future plans, if anything, for the property?
Oh, there's really no future plans. Like I say, it's private property. We enjoy it. When you bring your people out, and your kids have them bring their fishing poles. We encourage catch and release fishing here. This is a stock pond. Again, it's catch and release, but it's a lot of fun for the kids and for me. To do some fishing in here, mostly bluegill and bass. I have some good line on there because there's some pretty big ones in there. So, future plans are we would love to keep having these events. We love for people to enjoy our property. We work hard to maintain it, but we want people to respect it too. So as long as people respect it, have a good time, we would like to keep doing some of these events like this, and that's really it. It's, like I say, if people want to come camping, this is not a place that has an opening and closing times to it. It's private property. People don't just drive on or just come onto the property. You would have to, I might be jumping ahead here, but you would have to contact myself, Dan Treeweiler, known as Boomer, is within the closer friendship of people I've met. But contact me through Facebook, direct private message, something like that. I'm not going to, throw my phone number out there, on the media or my address is out there on the GPOM or GPM Facebook page too. But you've got to call and you've got to set something up for me if you want to do some prospecting or camping outside of the event.
All right. Awesome. Is there anything else you guys feel like you want to add?
No, I hope to see people come on out and enjoy the event for Memorial Day weekend here. We had 2 events last year, very successful, a ton of fun, and all just great people. Mike Colley organizes those events, and he just does a fantastic job, him and his crew. So we've had a great time working with him last year, and we're looking forward to this year.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you inviting us out to your property. It's absolutely beautiful. Appreciate the hospitality, and we're excited to look for some gold.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh,
this drains into the Grand River?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the creek, winds all the way through here. So no one really ever prospects up towards the front. They all migrate to the back, And then again, there's only the 3 minutes we have.
Yeah. Did you prospect your property before you got in contact with the GPM or the GPAA? Or?
GPAA came out and showed. Remember the dump?
Yeah.
The dump's up on that side. And then this is how you get to all that. To that creek there, because you can't go down those hills with the dump. And you come around this side.
Yeah.
Okay, so what Daniel's been saying is up here, up on the top of that cliff is where the old farmers used to dump all their trash. And I can see a bunch over there. And there's a little spring. You can see it dripping down. But at the top of that is a bunch of metal. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of metal embedded in the hill here. And there's also a lot of glass. So if you are going to be prospecting here, please wear water shoes with a thick sole so you don't get glass in your foot. Yeah, so there's a old wheel. I've got some thick sandals on right now. So, as he was saying, at the top of the cliff, the old farmers used to throw their old trash down the side. So we've got lots of metal, lots and lots of scrap metal, but there'll also be a lot of glass. So if you're going to prospect here, please wear thick-soled water shoes, because here's some glass I just found. They'll have receptacles for any glass you find. But yeah, just be aware of that. Don't go barefoot into the creek. A lot of old antiques here, but yeah, the water is freezing cold. Your name was Dwayne?
Dwayne, yeah.
Dwayne.
My wife's niece has got, her name is Hannah.
Small world.
Yeah, Mary was just telling her, my daughter's name is Hannah.
I don't remember who I was talking to just the other day. They're like, oh, I've got my kids are Jacob and Hannah, so it's really easy to remember. I don't even remember who it was.
A lot of
But Jacob's pretty common for a
Bible
guy's name, but
churches
Hannah's
around.
not super common for a girl's name, so it's weird to...
I grew up in like Bible church land, so most everybody had a Hannah in the family.
Yeah, all of our kids are Micah, Sarah, Hannah. They're all biblical names.
Yeah. Nice. The level on the side here, or did that come with it on there when you bought it? Used?
What's that?
This level that you got on the side?
I put that on.
That's a good addition.
Yeah. I put one on the side there and one on the here.
Yeah,
So it just makes it a quicker setup.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
They say that eyeballing it should be good enough, but my eyes aren't that great. So
Mine aren't either.
I'm like, is it level or is it
And
not?
it seems like when I set it up by eyeball, I'm always off with another level. Otherwise,
Right.
The green mats in it, I left the two center, or the second one and the fourth one, I left as the original mat.
Okay.
And I just put those other two mats in just a couple days ago.
Oh, nice. You buy those from Prospector's Dream then?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was looking at going through. Do you, so they have like the clamp on the one side. Do you silicone the other end down or something
I have
like
not.
that?
I left it so I can flop it when
Flip it up and wash
Yep,
out good?
and I just let it flop up and down, and I upside down in my tank there,
Oh, yeah.
and it cleans it pretty good. Now some of this stuff is kind of clumpy, I noticed, and there's a little bit of twigs in there. So I've already changed out one bucket, and I will finish this up and then
Yeah, this is
clean everything up, and I'll probably run it all again,
Yeah.
just to make sure.
Like you say,
Yeah, you got a really nice setup.
Yeah.
we've
Is
been working.
that your team then?
Yep, that's our high banker, which we run a 2-inch pump here. Nice. Suck it out of that hole there, and we've been digging this hole right here. And some of the big chunks of gold that you see is coming out of that hole.
Out of that big hole?
Yep.
Yeah, probably washing, flowing over those high rocks there and then just settling down right in that hole.
Well, yeah, it would be. And a lot of those rocks we put there as we're washing, you know, so we kind of built that. So,
yeah.
You know, really.
Wherever the fast water slows down.
Yep. So yeah, we've panned all the way through this, and we've found gold all the way through it, and we've spent a lot of other times we haven't found, you know, decided you won't find gold, you know.
Right.
So it's just a matter of
luck of the draw sometimes.
Luck
you
of
know,
the draw, knowing
50% skill and 50% luck.
knowing what you're looking for, and I don't know yet.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it takes so much trial and error. You know, I'm not like great at being able to look at a spot and tell, but you know, it's just one of those things that comes with experience, I guess, right?
Okay, Jacob found one. Let's see if I can actually get it with this little camera. That shiny one right up there. Yeah, those are oysters. The nice good eating, especially on like cheeseburger or something. Ooh, couldn't find the GoPro for about 20 minutes. I dropped it in the creek while I was looking for it. Found this little coral creature. Down here there's some different pieces of glass, but then I found our state rock Petoskey stone. Got some nice fiddleheads here. Fry those up, saute them up. Heard they're quite the tasty little treat. This place is just so cool. It's like a storybook forest. Focus it with it. Oh, yeah, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, here's another spot I would personally check out. A lot of big rocks, a lot of medium-sized pebbles, and then right over here, got a lot of big rocks, medium-sized rocks, little pebbles. I would personally like to try panning right about there.
And here we are on the smaller creek on the property. Hannah found a kind of cool spot that's got a couple of small little waterfalls and it's really nice and gravelly through here. So we're going to run a couple test pans over here and see what we can turn up in this area. Well, I did 4 test pans in this area and didn't come up with anything. The other area that I was in, I was getting about 1 to 2 colors per test pan. So I'm gonna hit a couple other spots, and then if I don't come up with something better than the first place that I tried, I'll probably set my gold cube up over there and start running some material through it.
So just a reminder, folks, you really want to wear waterproof shoes, but you also might want to use some gloves while you're digging through your classifiers. Oh, look at all that meat. Why are you digging here?
None ya.
Could it be because there's a deep bend in the river, in the creek? So there's a little
That's a nice pretty stone.
rusty spot here, a little iron spot. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but we're gonna try that because we think this might have been, there's like a little indentation there. You might not, again, be able to see it in the video, but that might be an old stream creek runoff. So we're gonna try digging that. All right. So this little low spot here is what we think was an old creek that trickled down here, gave us that rusty color. Lots and lots of clay in there, so we've been digging out of that hole. Got the gold cube set up.
Yep, starting to run some of the classified material for the gold cube now. We ran quite a few test pans in this area. Almost everything in this area had at least 1 or more pieces of color in it. So it's pretty encouraging. I think if we find the right spot over in this area, we might clean up pretty nice. So we're just finishing running up the last little bit of our classified material here, and then we're going to do a quick cleanup. I'm going to mix in a little bit of color that I had from my test pans with what we clean up from these mats here in a little bit, and we'll see how much we ended up with today.
Nice little pudding here. Whoa! Look
Oh
at
my
that.
gosh, that is a nice one. Wow.
That's a dandy there.
That'll look great in your collection.
Look great in the rock garden.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. We had a very good time.
Yeah.
Got lots to go through once we get back home.
Yeah, a lot
Lots
of cleanup to do.
Well, from what I see, everybody found gold today. So.
Yeah, everybody found some gold, and man, a lot of black sand. I mean, that's a really good sign, right?
Mm-hmm. Watch for your garnets. You will have garnets in there.
I did see a garnet in the last little cleanup that I did. It was the first garnet I noticed all day. Not to say I didn't wash any out earlier, but
Right.
it was the first time I saw some red and said, oh wow, that's
Yeah,
good.
I like the red.
I like
the
seeing
peaches,
that. Absolutely beautiful property out here. This is spring flowers, spring flowers. Nice little creek. Dabbling Brook. This is a nice relaxing drive through the woods, isn't it?
Smell all the spring flowers.
Here we go. Up. Thank God for 4-wheel drive.
Woohoo!
Alright, here we go. We're
for events. Looks like Dan's waving us on in over here.
He wants us to come up right there.
Yep.
One really special rock, hope I don't know, you might want to cut this out, I'm not sure. But if you look straight ahead, it's a rock that people like to take photos with.
Oh, I see it.
Do you see it? You know what that
Oh.
is called?
I could maybe take a guess.
It rhymes with rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
See, it's called the...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's got a bird perched right on it.
We're gonna have to get your picture with that.
My picture?
Yeah, your
Yeah.
picture.
Watch this channel.
Say cheese.
Jeez. I have at least 10 pieces of color that I have concentrated up in the corner of that pan, and see if I can get some sunlight on it, maybe get it to show a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of sunlight on it, you can kind of see it. I got them all grouped together. All right, so I have 10 pieces of color there that you can see right there in the pan, and that is how I ended up. My final cleanup from my first time out at Gerts Place. That place is awesome. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's real Michigan prospecting. You've got to go out, you got to look at the lay of the land. You have to find, you know, where you think the gold might be, run some test pans, and you know, you really have to hunt for it. So the tree weilers were very hospitable. Had a great experience there. Nothing at all bad to say about it, and very much looking forward to getting back out there for this Memorial Day weekend and some of the other events that they have coming up. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider becoming a subscriber to my channel, and hope to see you out at Gerts Place sometimes. Thanks for watching.